It's me, Emmett. Today I'm going to show you this new electric bike from Juicedbikes. It's called the HyperScrambler 2. Super fast, it's got all the bells and whistles. It looks like a badass motorcycle, but you can ride it on the sidewalk and take it on the subway. It's not cheap, but when you consider the cost of most e-bikes and all the extra stuff this comes with, it could just be worth it. Let me tell you why I thought so. Let's go! It is windy. I hope you can't, oh, damn it. First off, this is not a sponsored video. Juicedbikes has no idea who I am. No money changed hands, but I did sign up for their affiliate program. So if you're thinking about picking one up, consider using the link down below. That being said, I wouldn't be doing this video if I didn't really love the bike. Besides looking great, it's super fun to ride. Let's be clear, this is not a bike you're gonna get exercise on. It's basically a moped that's allowed to go more places. In Los Angeles or any city where things are pretty close, but parking's an issue, having a bike like this is an awesome alternative. One thing about having a bike this nice in a city like LA is if you keep it locked up outside, it's gonna get stolen. Just a matter of time. I had the previous version of this bike and this is where I kept it. It took about a year. Lazy thieves, what took you so long? That's right, thieves, called you lazy. I'm gonna get robbed again. So I'm not taking any chances this time. I'm keeping it inside. Had to get rid of kind of an awesome couch to make space for it. It was tough to get rid of. A lot of memories. Fonzie went viral on that couch. You don't mind having a bike in the house, right? Yeah. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's get into some specs. This is the model I bought. This is the HyperScrambler 2.0. This is with one battery though. If we put two batteries, there you go, 2900. That's the model I have over here. They do have other models that are cheaper. They have 4 different e-bike models. I just bought this one because it looks the coolest. It looks the most like a motorcycle. They do have another one that looks exactly like it. That's just the Scrambler. Half the range because it's only got one battery, but almost the same top speed. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that I'm about to talk about, but $15.99 looks great. This is the model I had that got stolen. Loved this bike, half price. Free shipping with these things. They show up in this box packed in this foam looking like they're frozen in carbonite. I popped this thing out of the box. It looked pristine. Let me tell you what I like about this bike. I like that it's got a twist throttle. Some of these other bikes like the SUPER73, they've got these thumb throttles. I think that's gonna be really annoying on a long trip, even a short trip. You know, your thumb's gonna start to get tired and sore. I already got carpal tunnel from all this editing. I don't need to be holding down a thumb throttle. When this thing arrives, it's set to 20 miles an hour top speed, but they give you some directions and you can actually set it above 30 miles an hour. Although when you're going 30 miles an hour, it's pretty hard to pedal fast enough to engage it. So who knows if that works. And throttle only tops out at 28. These motors are powerful enough to put my girlfriend on the back and still charge up a hill to go to dinner. We weren't going super fast, but you know, yeah, we made it. I did a test of the 0 to 30 top speed because I saw a review of the SUPER73 S2 and it said it took 15 seconds to get to 30 miles per hour with a 2000 watt motor. This one took 13 seconds with a 1000 watt motor. Somebody debunk this. You can get the HyperScrambler 2 with either 1 or 2 batteries, and both batteries do pop off, so if you wanted to separate them from the bike to take them somewhere else to charge, you can totally do that. The second battery does add quite a bit of weight, so if you don't want it on there, they do provide you with a battery replacement shell that goes flush with the frame. Rear shocks. Never knew how much I needed that. Now it really feels like the motorcycle that it looks like. The regular Scrambler does not have rear shocks, and I can tell you it is a night and day difference. Going over bumps, off curbs, downstairs, I mean, it is so much smoother and way more comfortable for long rides. They really did intend this bike for street riding. It's got these fat street tires on it, although you can put knobby tires on. Any standard fat tire configuration will work. They put a better headlight on it, which does have 2 modes. It looks official now. Not only does it look way cooler than the regular Scrambler headlight, which was teensy weensy, but the HyperScrambler comes with brake lights and blinkers. That was something I really wanted to have on the last bike. Riding this thing around to the comedy clubs in Hollywood at night, I gotta be visible. These Hollywood drivers, whew, I don't wanna get hit. And in case they still don't see you, this thing comes with a horn. The other thing is this one comes standard with side mirrors. I don't know if these antenna style side mirrors are my favorite style point of the bike, but they are definitely functional. I'm gonna test out an aftermarket mirror that I bought that screws into the side of the handle. I think that looks a little bit better. I'm not sure about this kind of antenna look. Another just incredibly nice touch that comes standard with the HyperScrambler is a phone charger. I mean, how handy is that? They also have a bunch of accessories, cargo rack, the phone mount, or the passenger pegs. And if you're gonna get just one, I think the most important thing to get is the mud flaps. You get an e-bike to show up to your friend's house and not be all sweaty, so you might as well show up not all muddy also. Something I thought was a great touch that they added with this bike is an alarm system. This is the alarm. You stick this on the bike and then you've got this little remote here. Personally, when I start parking this thing outdoors, when there's anywhere, you know, to ride it, I'm gonna put a little note or a tag on the chain that says this bike has a GPS alarm. I mean, it's not a GPS alarm, but it looks like the kind of bike that could have a GPS alarm. They don't need to know. So let's say this crook decides to call your little GPS bluff and they start jostling around with the bike and the alarm goes off. Well, then they're gonna think twice about whether or not they think this bike has GPS. So I think this alarm is a really great addition. This has pretty much become my main source of transportation if I'm staying around town. And as soon as the last one got stolen, the first thing I wanted to do was get another one. One thing that's cool about this bike is that you can't ride it and not get compliments. It just doesn't happen. People love it. It's kind of fun. It's like a conversation starter. You pull up, people want to talk to you. I live in Hollywood though, so it can get a lot of homeless people talking to you. It attracts attention. For better or worse. The bike is great, but it's not perfect. So here's a few things from my wish list for juice bikes. 1, there's no app. I don't know what I want an app for, but other bikes have apps. It's 2021. Everything has an app. I'd like an option for a 2000 watt motor. It would be cool if the alarm had GPS, so I don't have to buy a fake sticker and lie about it. I would like the option for knobby tires. One of Juicedbike's other bikes has an option for a passenger seat. That would be huge. It would be cool if these cargo racks would clip in and clip out, so you don't have to use wrenches every time. And you could mix and match, say like a seat or a basket. Hey, if you like this video, you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, don't worry about it. If you're new to my channel, I make a bunch of different styles of videos. They're not all reviews like this. I do podcasts, I make tutorials, I do vlogs. I make a late night show about futurism topics. It's all over the place. All right, guys, that's it. Go have fun. We are so close to being out of this pandemic. Let's go ride bikes.